Question number 11, the Right Honourable Winston Peters.
Speaker, this question is to the Prime Minister. Does he stand by all his statements with regards to Northland?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Speaker, yes, in the context in which they were given.
Supplementary question, Right Honourable Winston Peters.
Does he think the government is delivering for Northland when Northland College is so dilapidated, run down and neglected, mole-ridden and leaky that the police have asked to use the school for training because it's the closest thing available to, quotes, a ghetto environment, end of quotes? If so, why?
Speaker,
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
I don't have the details of Northland College other than what I read in the paper other than what I read in the paper this morning. But Mr. Speaker, there is a program to improve the facilities at Northland College, and I'm sure that will be carried out.
Supplementary question.
Supplementary question, the Right Honourable Winston Peters.
Is it not a fact that regions like Northland are the victims of neglect, whilst $350 million extra funding is going to Auckland schools alone, when the worst classrooms are in provincial New Zealand, where principals say that the process is, to quote them, just hopelessly slow, and that when you're living with it day to day, it's tough? I just feel if we were in Auckland, it would be done faster, end of quotes.
Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Speaker, no, I don't think that's correct. I think there are obviously poor conditions at Northland College, and that issue needs to be resolved.
Supplementary question.
Supplementary question, Right Honourable Winston Peters.
How can you explain the over $2.4 million being spent on the failing Whangaruru Charter School when just up the road at Northland College we've got pupils that are learning in sheds and staff trying to cope with appalling conditions?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Speaker, I think they're slightly different issues. I mean, one of them is a partnership school, which was one of the early partnership schools to be advanced, and that was all about ultimately providing greater choice for children that want to go there. It's a different issue from the conditions at Northland College.
Supplementary question.
Supplementary question, the Right Honourable Winston Peters.
Is it not a fact that the money spent on the Whangaruru Charter Schools could have paid for 45 classrooms and would have provided an extra classroom desperately needed at a school called... Which school are you talking about? What I'm about to say?
Order. I'm going to ask the member to start his question again.
Well, the answer's far too long.
On my right. Order. No, the question was in. But the member start his question again.
Yes, supplementary question. Is it not a fact that the money spent on the failed Whangaruru Charter Schools would have paid for 45 classrooms, and that just down the road at Whananaki School there has been a demand for an extra classroom for over a year, and the Minister fails to do a scrap about it?
Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Speaker, as I said earlier, I don't have the specific details on those colleges. I do know the government's been investing heavily, as you saw in Budget 2015, in new classrooms and upgrades and the rollout of UFB. But, Mr. Speaker, it probably is a reflection on the member for Northland that he gets involved in an issue because it's in the paper rather than him actually leading the charge.
Order. No, the member's now used all the supplementaries.
No, this is a point of order.
Point of order, the Right Honourable.
Mr. Speaker, see, the Prime Minister started off and he's going so well answering the question, and then, as usual, he began a personal attack, which was something that failed 3 months ago in the Northland by-election.
Order. The member's made his point, but not with a legitimate point of order. Question number 12.